Hello and welcome to the channel. If you are visiting for the first time or a return viewer, feel free to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any more videos that I post up. So this little video is going to be following on from a post that I put up in socials on Instagram the other day, essentially about the most common mistakes that fitness coaches and fitness instructors make. So I've been coaching fitness instructors specifically for nearly 8 years now, and through hundreds and hundreds of conversations, through loads of food diaries, there are common themes that always keep cropping up. And these obstacles prevent you from living the kind of lifestyle that you really want to be living, to enable yourself to lose weight, feel good, look great, be confident, and just have that anxiety-free food relationship that doesn't restrict you. You don't feel confined by the words like diet and fasting and all the negative connotations that come with dieting and generic diets and detoxes, etc., etc. Okay, so there are 6 main things that I see all the time that are happening through unintentional means, because of society's kind of pushed us to thinking in order to improve our look, improve our weight and our body shape, we need to diet, we need to go along these kind of paths. And the whole point of being a really great coach is the fact that you've got to try to remove those obstacles and solve the kind of problems. Yeah. So these consistent problems for the last 7-8 years, I've been removing these problems and solving them to help my clients and everybody else who's dialed into the channel with their nutrition to help them look and feel great, essentially. Okay, so very short video, so I'm going to get stuck straight into it. And if you like what I've got to say, then feel free to hit the like button, drop down a comment, and I will do another video on anything that you wish. So feel free to leave us a little message if there's something else you'd like me to discuss. So first up, first mistake, number 1, is you got to stop comparing yourself to others. Okay, nobody has your food preferences, your food history, your perception of what food is, your schedule, your lifestyle, how many classes you teach, what your family is or isn't, how many dogs you need to walk, all these sort of things. These things make you an individual person. So whatever happened for Karen or Katie or Betty or whatever else at work or on socials, or what your granny's auntie, sister, brother said across in America or something like that, is irrelevant. You've really got to try and focus on your own stuff, your own circumstances, what works for you, okay? Because that's who's doing the work, right? You're not trying to replicate somebody else's success story. So somebody else's success story, whole different set of circumstances. This is what they did. It worked for them. Brilliant. Okay. It does not mean that it's going to work for you because of the reasons that we've just sort of mentioned, the aspects that we've just sort of mentioned. Okay. So, and it's difficult because social media is a highlight reel. Yeah. All the time we've been compared to by ourselves, everybody else that we see on our social media. So whether on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, you name it, Snapchat, whatever, okay, continually comparing each other without us even realizing it. Next up, we've got to really try to stop obsessing about scale weight. Okay, so that's the weight that you see, that little number that pops up when you jump on the scales. Your whole body weight, your scale weight encompasses hair, tissue, muscle, water, organs, hair, skin, everything, okay? Everything, so many things. So when we just dial onto that and obsess about that, we're not really giving ourselves a clear picture as to our progress or to our health. We need to look at, body shape, body weight, energy, mood, recovery, sleep, as well as scale weight, okay? And a big thing here that I hear a lot of people, particularly women, going to call you out on this, ladies, is getting worried about water. And you're fitness instructors, right? And you're telling your class participants to stay hydrated, okay? Because hydration is really important for cellular function, for cooling, for, all these vital mechanisms and interactions within the kind of body. So water is like your life source. Water is important. Fitness role model, here we go. And then you're stressing out about holding water. I just don't get it, okay? So if you want to look like a dehydrated prune or something like that, by all means, don't drink water. See how you get on. You'll probably have muscle cramps. You'll definitely get a headache, okay? You're going to be in a shit place. So stop stressing about water. Water is important. Water is not fat. Water is not body fat, okay? We want to get rid of body fat, not water. Let's keep water. And yes, I know water weighs weight, but that's important. That's fine because it's not fat, okay? And So again, it links into that aspect of stop stressing about scale weight. Next up, bum, 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 bum. I wrote them all down here. Next up would be unrealistic expectations. Okay, unrealistic expectations. So you may see a lot of taglines, a lot of headline catches out there about, lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks, or drop a stone in a week or two, or whatever it may be. Okay, you've got to set yourself realistic expectations that align with your own, schedule and circumstance. So there's nothing wrong with setting up scalable, measurable, achievable goals, but yep, you've got to make them achievable and realistic. So what is realistic for you and your circumstance? You are not a full-time professional athlete. You may be having a family, businesses, all things kind of running, kids, family, dogs, whatever, work stress. What is realistic for you to sort of achieve? Because the issue is that if you set something up like, right, I'm going to lose 14 pounds, that's a stone, 14 pounds in 2 weeks, and a week in, and you're nowhere near that, what's going to happen? You're going to feel despondent, you're going to self-blame yourself and self-sabotage yourself, as opposed to something like, I'm going to lose a pound a week for the next 4 weeks. I'm going to focus on my habits and my lifestyle. Is that achievable? 100%. Is that going to move to the direction you want to be as a fitness coach and fitness role model? Absolutely. Okay. Now, what happens if you go even better than that? Hey, I surpassed my goals. I actually lost 5 pounds in 4 weeks, or 6 pounds in 4 weeks. Okay. But it gives you that confirmation, that reaffirmation that you are doing the right thing, that you're positive, that you're moving forward. Okay. You're not setting yourself up and kind of shooting yourself in the foot because you've set the bar way too high. Next up, focusing on shiny shit. Okay, focusing on shiny shit. So this is all the non-fundamental things. It's obsessing about whether it's white rice or brown rice, or whether it's organic or non-organic, or whether it's a keto meal, or all this kind of nonsense. Okay, that's all irrelevant. It's all shiny. It's all new, and I kind of get it. You want to look at it, and it's interesting and new flash word. When keto came out, I was all like, excuse me, oh, keto, let's get onto this, because it takes away from the fundamentals and puts all the emphasis on this fancy word that nobody really knew what it was, or even knew if you were in ketosis. You know what I mean? So excuse me, so it's pointless. Focus on the stuff that really matters: macros, calories, protein, fruit and veg, sleep, hydration. Those are the 6 fundamentals for fat loss, without question. Okay, so dial back into the boring fundamental shit, because that's where success happens. Next up, the wrong approach. Okay, time and time again, we'll get clients coming through inquiry form or through food diaries, and we'll be talking about, what have you tried before? Slimming World, Weight Watchers, bit of Herbalife, bit of this, you name it. It's all the quick fixes, it's everything else. And everything that a fitness instructor generally had done before coming to work with me in Group X Nutrition is the wrong approach. It's like getting a leaky tap and then getting a painter or decorator to try and fix it. Okay, you're a fitness professional, fitness coaches. We're all bound by the sciencey bits of nutrition and energy and all that kind of stuff. But you need a specific approach, a niche approach for your lifestyle, because generic diets do not suit, do not match. They do not provide what you need. Okay, so that's a big issue. Wrong approach, you're always going to struggle, and that's why it feels so frustrating, because you try, but it's like trying to hammer a nail in with a bit of fruit. It's trying to hammer a nail in with a banana or something like that. It's the wrong tool. Okay, it's like trying to, I don't know, you can think of anything crazy. Okay, it's doing the wrong things, like trying to paint the walls with your fingers and your hands and stuff like that. It's the wrong tool. You've got to get the right approach, the right tools for the kind of job. All right, and that's where group X Nutrition comes into it. And the very last kind of point, you don't seek help. Okay, so frustration, more frustration, but we never seek help. The only help that you kind of seek is by what you're getting like sort of bombarded with by social media, by friends, by family who aren't fitness coaches or fitness instructors. You try to fix it, you take it on board yourself, doesn't work. You try a different approach for a couple of weeks, doesn't work. And all while you feel more despondent, more frustrated. You look at people that are losing weight and looking good, and you wonder, I want that. I want to look good, I want to feel good, I want my confidence back, I want to fit back into those pre-COVID, pre-baby jeans, all that kind of stuff, all right? And not seeking help, big issue, okay? There are plenty of people out there, and this is also maybe misnomer that coaches don't need coaches, okay? You know, there are plenty expert, fantastic athletes, mentors, speakers, people that do podcasts, you name it, that all have mentors, coaches, you know, people that push them in the right direction. One, for accountability. Two, for a stress-free kind of life. And three, with a little bit of expert inside knowledge and a little bit of insight as to what they really kind of need. Okay, so seeking help. If you don't ask, you'll never get as well. Okay, so if you've been trying something, it's not been working, what are your other options? Okay, so that's it. That's the 6 most common mistakes that I've seen fitness instructors and fitness coaches make over the 7-8 years of coaching fitness coaches and fitness instructors. So if you have any thoughts, any questions, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe to the kind of channel, and drop a comment below if there's any videos that you'd like to see me kind of talk about. If there's any problems you'd like me to kind of solve, if there's anything about macronutrient splits you want to see, about energy, hints and tips through teaching classes, feel free to hit me up. All right? Your channel. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.